Hello there, I hope you're well. So in this video, we're going to be looking at 5 things that I found on the internet that I think are pretty cool. Like sometimes I find things and they're not really interesting enough to make a whole video about, so I thought I'll just do a bunch of these and I'll leave the links in the description as always. They're pretty cool. Let me know below what you think of these. So, I found this thing called AI Trading Arena. Watch as 3 advanced AI models compete in real time. I don't know why I did that, as if you don't know what 3 is. Analyzing market trends and making trading decisions. This is pretty cool. So every morning at 6:20 a.m. PST time, I always forget, is it Pacific time? Pacific Standard Time? Pacific Time Zone. They basically recommend one stock trade, and then we can sort of look at what's happening here. So it looks like they're not playing with a lot of money, of course. But we can see, should we just refresh this in case it doesn't auto-refresh? They've got an unrealized gain of 5.2%, 1%, and 4.4%. The actual total profit here is minus 1.52. There's a 0. If you want, you can come here and put your email in and get updates. And you can look at the recent trades down here. So come check this out if you want to. So they bought Reddit. But yeah, pretty fun. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I thought was really cool, but not cool enough to make a whole video of, but maybe I will. I don't know. There was some things in here. This is called Killed by LLM. And this is just a memorial of the benchmarks that defined and were defeated by AI progress. I think this is a really cool idea. So essentially, all of the sort of milestones that AI has reached, has surpassed over the last 6 years, if you will. Actually remember Swag killed 6 years ago a data set of 113,000 multiple choice questions about grounded situations. Given a partial description of a situation, models must predict what happens next from 4 choices. Pretty cool. Humans are 88, Bert was 86%. I'm not going to read all of these, unless you want me to do a video. Then I can do. Maybe I will, actually. Maybe it's a good idea. And then the latest one being... I'm trying to find the exact date. I can't see. Should we just read the latest one there? So, killed 1 month ago, abstract reasoning challenge consists of visual pattern completion tasks. Each task presents a sequence of abstract visual patterns and requires selecting the correct completion. It was 5 years old. 5 years and 1 month old. So let's see what this was called. Is there a way I can look at this? Should we have a look? If we can find this. Let's have a look. There is a video here. How long is this video?
I had this.
It's only 3 minutes.
Sure, we were making task-specific skill is not a good proxy.
Anyway, you can come investigate this in your own time if you want. I don't want the video to be about this specifically. So that's 2 things. The other thing I found was this 1 million screenshots. This was the one I initially found. I was like, I want to do a video on this, but then I figured it's just not going to be that interesting. But what we have here is a website with 1 million other websites in the form of screenshots of their home pages. So we can find a random site, we can zoom in, and then, we can find some information about that website. We can find their screenshot history, we can find similar sites, similar descriptions, etc. I've currently got, this is probably ruining this website right now. We are game market analysts. Again, it's not really about the website, just the tool itself. The reason I wanted to include it is because I thought it might be some inspiration for you if you're a developer. Like, you could create something similar to this that isn't specifically the same thing. I don't know, maybe 1 million faces. Who knows? I'll leave that up to you. We could look at what games have they got since we're here. Domino Clash, Football Cup 2025. Oh, I actually want to make a football game. I want to make like a turn-based football or soccer game if you're in America. I feel like that would be really cool. Anyway, should we move on? Now this was another thing I found that I thought was really cool. So I actually have this repo here somewhere. So let me just quickly find it. I've always got too many tabs open. So you can just grab any Git repo, by the way. Maybe I'll include this as well, because then you can use it. And what this tool does, this Git diagram, is you can put the URL of the Git repository you're interested in here. And what it will do is it will basically create a diagram for you. And I think it's really cool. That's really neat. And then it basically talks you or shows a diagram of the flow of your software. So I think this is really neat, and I've actually even saved this because I think it's really nice. I want to build some of my own repos and see what the diagram is according to this software. So again, that will be in the description. I can't remember what this was. Flow Edit, official PyTorch implementation of Flow Edit in version 3 text-based editing. This looks quite neat as well. Looks like you can, I might play with this because I think we can just literally download it using Python. And then we can probably, yeah, I'll have to see how to run this, but I did mean to have a look at this at some point. I feel like I'm a bit rambly today, but that's okay, that's okay. So anything else we wanted to look at? Yeah, the last thing was this YC companies landscape. Again, this is just stuff I find interesting. I don't know if you're interested in YC companies. I like to just keep I'm just interested in startups and companies and sort of what exists there. So if you don't know, YC is, I guess they help, they're like, I don't want to say they're an incubator, I feel like that's the wrong word for it, but they essentially get a batch of applicants every year of companies, and then they accept them if they're good enough, and they help them out essentially and try and become bigger businesses. And some of the companies that have come through this, as you can see, is Airbnb. They're quite a famous example. Coinbase. I didn't actually know Coinbase came through. Y Combinator, GitLab, some pretty big ones. Twitch. But yeah, so, and anyway, this is a visualization, I guess, of various things that you can look at if you want. You can look at the different batches, and then you can look at like the different industries and all that sort of stuff. And we can actually see there's a lot of, it's sort of, I'm not too, let me turn this off because it might be screwing with the colors. Not that much actually, so I'm going to leave that on. But yeah, a lot of B2B consumer. Again, it's just something that I thought worth sharing, but definitely not worth doing a video all by itself for. So that's where we're at with this video. And to be honest, I think, should we see if this has changed at all? I don't know if it just literally just one trade per day. Maybe my internet died. So yeah, a few things to check out here. Let me know if you want me to do a video of actually all of these benchmarks that were killed by LLMs. Might be interesting. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff, and take care.